Okay, folks. So I'm here at Starke County Jail. I just had contact upon a sheriff. I've been asked not to go back here by a jail staff. And the sheriff, the deputy sheriff, asked me not to go back here. Thus, it's not a lawful order. He was not ordering me. He was asking as a courtesy. So, since he's asking, I don't have to comply with that. So, we'll see what they're gonna do. He's asking, he's not telling. So for all my viewers here, that if a law enforcement officer asks you to do something, that is entirely different than a lawful order. Now, let's say somebody gives you a lawful order, then you don't do it, that's law enforcement, then it's a problem. And not going to photograph a female getting off of work. They don't have anything to do with this. And here comes some sheriffs to come see me. See some prisoners, people? So, it seems very apparent that they don't have proper signage here. So the signage they have says sheriff vehicles only. So the deputy sheriff himself, he was unclear whether or not that we are allowed back here. So he asked us not to go back here, and I don't have to oblige upon any courtesies. So if they do arrest me, then I will beat this case and I will walk them around federal court. Now, let's say that he comes back and tells me to leave, that he's giving me a lawful order to leave, then that's different. Or let's say that I go back there and I get close to the prisoners, that's a different story. But I am far enough away from everything here where there shouldn't be any problem. And okay, so this is restricted area. So I won't go back there then, because that's a restricted area. So we'll just stay right here. But for the most part, our Starke County's been pretty good about this. Except for some fucking dumb COs that don't understand the law. So I'm not going to go over about the prisoners or, do anything that's unreasonable. Because that's not my goal here. My goal is to simply get clarification upon, can I be back here? And they're asking me not to be back here. So, as we all know, an ask or a request is not a lawful order, and that is not enforceable by any court or jurisdiction. So just because a law enforcement officer asks you to do something doesn't mean you have to comply. You need to clarify if it is a lawful order. So the deputy sheriff said it's an ask, and I'm going to respect the prisoners and not get close to them and all that good stuff. So not get too egregiously, close to anybody. So seems like they're respecting my rights somewhat here. Somewhat. But, like, to be honest with everybody here, and hopefully the sheriff himself hopefully watches this, or the jail commander, that there needs to be proper signage, because, like, this is a real small jail, and, like, I could have gone through the backside over there. So they have prisoners, and there just needs to be more separation from the prisoners to fucking the public, you know what I mean? I won't even get close to the prisoners. That's a different subject. You guys coming over here? Do you guys want me to move? So they're doing some kind of work or something there. How do you guys like the jail? Is it okay in there? And the prisoners aren't talking. It's weird. Well, folks, I think that Starke County pretty much is respecting our rights, and we've made some progress here today, because before they wouldn't even let us back in here. So there's some progress that has been made today, that until they put proper signage, that we are under the assumption per law that we're allowed back here. So that is how I'm going to operate. And I've never seen a jail like this. Is a small county jail, folks. Like, this is a really small jail. Like, it is insanely small. Now, usually upon the time that I'm ready to go, usually stupid happens. And that may be what's going to happen right now. We'll see. So, a couple weeks ago, in Porter County, I did the same thing I'm doing here, and that they fucking falsely arrested me. And it seems like the sheriff's department, that they've had training for photography. So I don't know if they've been sued or not. But they seem to respect our rights fairly decent for cops. And basically, I don't have anything else to show you guys. I mean, there's that back there. That's the guard, and the actual, jail back there if you want to go wide, I guess. But pretty much, here's the deal to all law enforcement. If they just let us have, all the photograph that we want, at a certain point, we're going to get bored. Certain point, like the average auditor is not News Now Houston, who's going to stake out for 3.5 hours in an orange vest. Like, we're not all his ilk, okay? So at some point, after we've seen everything, it'll probably be time to go. So this back part here is the actual jail here. And I'm about ready to go. There's really nothing else to see. There's a little garden back there. And so I'm gonna get going, folks. Here, thank you for watching. Thank you for all my trolls who are trolling. Always be trolling. And it's time to walk out of here. And then I'm gonna go. So they're bringing the prisoners back. So to all the auditors who want to do this, you know, don't get close to the prisoners. That could be a problem. But just as long as you stay away from prisoners like this and you don't really cause a problem, then it shouldn't be a problem. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go. Here's the sheriff I spoke to before. He asked me not to come back here. He didn't order me. So hopefully, you know, at a later date, the sheriff gives me some clarification, or somebody gives me some clarification upon this sign, because this sign I'm about to show you guys says police vehicles only. So these sketchers, these are not police vehicles, and if they want us photographers or journalists, auditors to stay out of here, all they have to do is put a sign there, sign over there by the garden, and we wouldn't even dream of going back there. Have a good day, sir. Thank you for... I said, have a good day. Thank you for not violating our rights. Thank you. Did you guys have some training upon photography? Because it seems like you guys seem to follow the Constitution down here. Well, Porter County does not respect that. St. Joseph County does not respect that. LaPorte County does not respect that. So thank you. Have a good night. Thank you, sir. Well, folks, that's about it here on a boring audit. And that sheriff was actually, you know, pretty cool. Actually pretty decent. So, see you guys later.